Welcome to Emotions and Eating with Nicola-beer. Nicola controlled her feelings using food for 25 years, so she knows how draining it is to be constantly thinking about or acting out with food. Thankfully, having made an amazing breakthrough in her recovery, her mission became about helping others escape the unsatisfying cycle of frustration and self-medication with food. Nicola is determined to help you find your inner strength so you can be healthy, gain confidence, feel great, and be at peace with yourself and food.
Hi, and a big welcome to episode 8. I've been sharing a lot so far about how you can beat emotional eating, how you can become free from whatever eating patterns or control that have been plaguing you so far in your life. But I've realised that you might be wondering if there's any hope for you, and if there's any hope for long-term change, and more importantly, how that is possible. I've shared with you a little bit about how I've battled with this too, and how I was in a situation that perhaps you're in right now, where I felt this is just the way I eat, or wanting to change but not knowing how to change it, or wondering if you're ever going to stop feeling that way. And I did stop, and it never involved giving up, even though, in all honesty, I came close to giving up several times. When I started my journey towards healing, I began to reflect a lot, really think how I felt about myself. I realised that whilst I had loved myself for my achievements and my kind personality, I never ever loved my body. I had been abusing my body for years with excessive amounts of alcohol, sugar, and other harmful substances. I've been telling myself I hate my stomach, chin, wrinkles, fat rolls underneath my bra strap. Therefore, with so much dislike of my body, I was not loving myself fully. I thought I was self-loving as I was pleased with my intelligence, with my ability to make and save money, with my career achievements, but not once had I appreciated the miracle of how my body works and how my body has carried me and held me in times of need. How my feet kept going when I worked long shifts as a waitress and a bar lady. How my body healed itself after the flu, running injuries, breaking my wrist, ice skating. Not ever had I thanked my body. As I began to love myself and love my body bit by bit, I became free from old food patterns. I would eat my meals and then not think about it or think about food at all, which was amazing for me. To just eat a meal and then be focused on something completely different. I felt powerful, I felt free and comfortable in my own skin for the first time. I felt so happy to be me. I was pleased. This loving myself was great. Nothing had ever felt so liberating and freeing. Better than any diet I had been on. Loving yourself is the only way to have protection against destructive eating habits. I knew this. It's the only way to survive life struggles or hurtful comments from others. Food controlling and compulsive eating and destructive food behaviours are all about uncomfortable emotions. Therefore, emotional energy needs to be switched. Does that make sense? Emotional eating is about feeling fear, anger, regret, guilt, loneliness, depression, grief, loss. And it's crazy when you think about it that the conventional methods to weight loss are overloading us with more information on food rather than helping with the emotions. The fastest way to shift away from painful emotions is to feel love. This is what I began to realise. And this self-love has to include love for your body. Body love has to be at the top of the list when overcoming food controlling and compulsive eating. That is, we need to feel love and positive things about the body we have. The buzz of feeling love and vibrating love energy made my eating obsession disappear almost instantly. Loving your whole self, body, mind and personality, spirit and soul. It's not just about loving your mind. The whole package was the answer. When I discovered this, I began testing it on myself and also sharing it with others as I became passionate about helping people to become free of the eating suffering that I had gone through. And I realised all the mistakes I'd made in the past. So I got out a notepad and started excitedly writing all of this down. The fact was, the only way to break the cycle of destructive habits was not to think about loving myself, was not to call pampering myself with my hair and nails at the salon as self-love, was not to make exercise my only form of self-love, was not to only love myself if things go well, was not to only love my accomplishments. If I wanted to beat this thing, I had to change the way I felt about myself. I had to feel love in every cell of my body so that I would never harm myself ever again. To feel love and to be so loved by myself and the universe that I became love. Self-love is not about thinking or treating yourself to something at the salon or in a supermarket. It's about seeing, feeling and breathing the beauty of being alive. I realised that I used to treat myself with food as a form of self-love, even and often when that food was not loving at all. I had to awaken my love energy and be love energy and embrace love energy in every fibre of my being. I will admit to you, at first I didn't know how to do that. In fact, I thought it would be so hard to do that, to really love yourself. It didn't come natural to me. Thank goodness I discovered NLP, hypnotherapy and meditations as a way to reprogram my mind. My mind was constantly turning into negative thoughts. It was constantly thinking negative things about me, about my food, about my body. And yet with these powerful hypnotherapy meditations, I was able to change my priorities and the way I treated myself to make love and relationships the key focus. I was able to switch away from the thought that I'm not good enough to I am more than enough. To believe that I am entitled to feel happy, loved and great, and that I can be or do anything I want. I switched to love. When I became this love energy, the emotional eating, dieting and restricting stopped. When I became love, I attracted love, happiness and success to me in every single area of my life. I got my health back and I now have so much energy and passion. Hopefully you can hear my energy and passion. People everywhere I go tell me that I look amazing, I look full of life, full of vitality, and it wasn't like that before. And I've got through some tough times, like the end of the relationship, several family arguments and disputes and challenges, financial ups and downs, without acting out on food. And that to me was amazing, an amazing achievement. Men I meet ask me out often. It's like I'm a magnet drawing them to me. And before, none of the men wanted commitment, and now they do. So something in me shifted and I'm attracting different people to me, different circumstances to me, as well as having the freedom and peace around food. My fear of financial insecurity vanished and I'm attracting more than I need, which again was a major trigger for my overeating. The fear that, am I going to make it? Am I going to have enough? New friendships with wonderful people keep forming all the time. And most importantly, I have absolute unconditional love for myself. Living in the love energy is like living in total bliss. It's like when you fall in love with a piece of music, and when you hear it again and again, it lights you up inside. Do you know what I mean by that? When you hear your favourite song and you feel like, yeah, oh, I love it. And you can feel it vibrating in your body. It's where you feel invincible, on top of the world, where everything just flows, traffic lights are green, everyone is smiling, and nothing can throw you off your game. It's like being in love for the first time. You get butterflies in your stomach. After experiencing this bliss of really tuning into love, it led me to know that the most powerful discovery I've ever made is the only way to live a full life, to be truly free from emotional eating compulsive eating, and compulsive food behaviours is to focus on love, become love, and be love. Through awakening this love energy, my inner food critic had stopped. I had peace. And without a doubt, to this day, it was the single biggest thing that changed my life and turned my life from dull to bright. Love is on tap. We just need to remove the barriers and to turn on love full blast. Now, I know this may sound weird, and you may be thinking, this sounds like a load of mumbo-jumbo, Nicola, this love energy. What are you talking about? But it really does work. And I really now do feel differently about my body. I'm at peace with it. And as the more I'm at peace with my body, and the more I'm not fighting it or thinking about it, the easier it was for me to reach a healthy, natural body weight and maintain that healthy, natural body weight in a healthy, loving way. And I'm so amazed at my body. I'm in awe of its splendour. I think it's amazing how it has the power to heal, how our digestion system works, how our eyes and our vision works. It's just incredible. The human body is incredible. And if I am off, if I am feeling tired, if I am feeling like overeating or being angry at myself or fearful, I have such compassion for myself. I get into that love state and have love for myself, and it goes. It literally vanishes. So you see, it's really possible. You can do this. I want you to experience that too. And so what I'm going to be sharing with you is a self-esteem boosting and self-love meditation. It's not one of the ones I've created for changing the relationship with food and having peace with food, because those ones are safe just for my program, because I have different ones for different eating patterns. However, this one is really one to help you feel at love and at peace with yourself. So I'm going to put the link with this episode so that you can really benefit from listening to the self-love audio. It's something to listen to when you want to just switch off. And if you like it and you want to find out more about the specific food and eating ones I've created, then you can email me after. But give this one a go. See if it makes you feel relaxed, see if it makes you feel good. If it brings out a good feeling, then let's discuss the eating ones. Getting into this love is so powerful that I've also created an 8-week audio program. It's called the Self-Love Program. It's an audio program. It's called the Love Energy Toolkit. And it gets you into feeling love. And it has 16 modules over 8 weeks to listen to. So if you're interested in that, you can find all of those details on my website, which is www.nicola-beer.com. I can't wait to hear from you how you found the meditation. So do try it. Do let me know your thoughts. Do feel free to email me anytime, nicola@purepeacecoaching.com. And if you have found anything useful in any of the episodes and would like to leave a rating or review or share the show, I'd be so grateful. From my heart to yours, may you have a love-filled day and experience more freedom from emotional eating. Take care.
Thank you for listening to Emotional Eating with Nicola-Beer. If you would like to find out more about her new system, aimed at getting beneath the issue of weight gain and harmful food control to eradicate the root cause of over and under eating, then you can visit her website at www.nicola-beer.com. There you'll find more free resources on how to become free and live a life you love. She also invites you to connect with her on social media. All her social media links can be found on nicola-beer.com also. Wishing you an amazing day ahead.